Hey motorheads, in this video, Blair is going to tell us why he goes to the pros at Monster Transmission for all his transmission needs. If you'd like to learn more about Monster Transmission, visit monstertransmission.com and check out their 700R series, which is what Blair will be unboxing today.
So on our K5 Blazer project, we were able to talk to them about getting a GM manufactured crate engine, and then they look at the cam specs and how much horsepower it's making, and then they were able to go in-house to their Thor converters and then build me a 700R4. So one of the things that I really spend a lot of time doing when I'm building something is figuring out the engine and transmission combo, making sure that everything mates together, and that takes a lot of time, and that's what really adds to drivability. And when you work with Monster Transmissions, they do that for you, but they care about every single detail. So this is how the transmission comes on a pallet. There's a box on top of it, which we've already removed, but they custom build their pallets in-house so that they can go ahead and make sure that you have the best possible transmission system that there is. You can also then go ahead and use this as your core and then have it picked up, and it's a super easy, smooth sailing operation. Here on the farm where we base our company out of, I have my Bobcat right behind me, so I can easily pull it right out of the truck and put it right onto the ground. But what we did here is we got our converter, we have our fluid, and we have our transmission. And this is all something that they all formulated together to work together to give you the best service life. So when we install this into our truck, our K5 Blazer project, I'll go ahead and take it for a test drive and explain the whole process. And then just for all you guys out there that are curious about Burn Rubber Brewing Company, this is the transmission fluid they've been developing, and we're going to be using this in a bunch of different trucks in our commercial application. On the other side of the farm, my brother runs a landscape company. He's got about 12 trucks. So we're going to go ahead and start running all those trucks with the Burn Rubber Brewing fluid, and I'm going to be sending all of that off. Once we do probably 10,000 miles, I'll take the trans fluid out and I'll send it off to get inspected by Blackstone Labs. That's the company that we use to check the internal health of our motors and our transmissions on our big trucks that we work on for our fleet services at RevitAuto. The other thing is that when you go with them and you also need a motor combo, they sell you an engines.com motor already mated with the Monster transmission. So you can really get in there and make it happen. Now this one was a custom trans that we had built, but there have been other times where we just use a quick ship option, and they really work with us. They're really awesome. The biggest thing that I can say though is that even though you're a mechanic in your mechanic shop like myself, if there's a problem with the transmission, just don't take it apart. Do not. Just put it in the box and send it back down to them. There's this guy, his name's Bobby. He runs the floor of the transmission shop when they do the custom builds like this, and they tear it down there, they go through it, and they look at it, and they really do care. So I've been down there 3 or 4 times to see their facility, and they actually will tear it down, tell you what was wrong with it, what failed, and they'll be honest with you. They'll be like, hey man, this failed, it was our fault. Or they'll be like, this didn't fail, but we feel really bad for you, so we're gonna work with you to make this happen. I mean, they don't want angry customers. They want happy people because they want them to keep buying. Now I'm a big fanboy of them because they've treated me super well, and I guarantee that they'll treat you really well too. I'm Blair with RevitAuto, and this was just a quick tip on how we run RevitAuto internally, where we buy our parts from, and one of those is Monster Transmissions. Thank you guys.